Hey, Blue Table fans, we're back with another bat rep for Operation Squad World War II. For those of you that paid attention to the first one, I didn't do so hot, I got routed, so I ran away. So what we decided to do was kind of a scenario base and move to this next one. So effectively what's happened is, I'm bunkered down over here behind what we've basically used. We're determining these as bunkers, so that's going to give me 3d6 cover. I'm all over here. We've added 1,000 points of support, so we're not just the basic squad this time. And Brett's chasing me down over here.
Alright, so the game table has changed, and what we've got here is basically an advancement of the last game. So I'll show you what I'm running right here, and then James will show you what he's running, and we'll start our first turn. So, like he said, we're running a 500-point squad, and then 1,000 point support. Yep. So, as my squad choices, I have some paratroopers and a corporal over here. I have my 3-man 30 cal machine gun team here, and then I have a squad over here with my sergeant and a medic and 2 more paratroopers. And as support, I have my bazooka team. So I got a bazooka and assistant, and he's also, the assistant is also armed. And then I've got my Sherman here. This is with the 76mm cannon, and it has 2 30 cal machine guns on it. So yeah, James, what are you running today?
Scared. That's what I'm running. You want to stop it for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I got the nice bunker here. Sergeant, we've got the corporal over here. They're running the MP40s. I am running the medic this time. He's kind of running around here, just kind of helping everybody out. I do have my machine gun team here. It's been upgraded to an MG42 and his assistant. Then I've got the medic actually has got a Car 98. I've got 2 more guys with Car 98s kind of split over here on each end to act as kind of snipers. And then I do have a bunch of STG 44s kind of mixed in throughout there. And then there's a surprise that you guys will get to see later.
Surprise?
Oh yeah. For first initiative. Oh, 13.
10.
The Germans have it.
Alright, James. Call first action.
Alright, it's going to be real simple here. I got the sniper dude. He's going to run up to here.
Oh, nice.
Your first action?
My first action, I am actually going to engage my tank, my Sherman here, and he is going to move forward his full movement.
Okay. Then I've got this guy over here with the STG-44. He's going to come up this way.
Alright. My next action is going to be to run my machine gun team up here. Now, machine gun teams are cumbersome, so he will not be able to shoot his next turn.
Correct. And then I'll take this other this is the, that's another STG-44, and he's going to run up here as well.
Okay. My third action is going to be to take my corporal and move him up here.
Okay. Since we don't have any shooting actions, we're all just going to go ahead and move. We're not going to roll for initiative, and we're going to speed up this game.
Okay, guys, so we are introducing some support and vehicle elements into the game. So just give you a little background on certain vehicle things. We will be explaining as we go. But to first thing first, I'm going to be moving my my Sherman here, and he is starting the game with the tank commander exposed. He has a crew of 5 guys. They can actually all do different actions.
Okay, now why is the tank commander exposed though?
He's exposed so that he can make his full movement. Basically, the tank commander is sitting up at the top giving directions to his tank crew, saying, you know, look out, there's a boulder over there, there's a tree over there, there's obstacles or whatever. So right. He can effectively make them move faster and farther by seeing what's ahead. If you were buttoned down in the tank, then they only get to move a reduced amount.
Awesome.
However, we are treating this section here as road, so he actually gets a bonus to his movement.
Okay.
So his commander is exposed. He gets to move a full 30 centimeters. That's his full movement.
Ouch.
Plus, I get to roll a d6 and add that value to the amount. So I get to roll move 35 centimeters.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's awesome. The roads are good. And the Sherman.
All right, so I moved my guys up. I didn't move them quite as far as they could. I only moved them 10 centimeters, which is their short move, because they're moving cautiously. All of my guys are camouflaged. They're not just painted that way. They actually have the rule, which means that in order for him, Brett, to do anything to my guys, he has to spot them first. So if I run, I lose that camouflage.
If you want run or shoot or make any normal action.
Right, so I'm hunkering down, I'm staying hidden, I'm trying to stay a little bit defensive right now to see what he does first.
All right, so I went ahead and moved my my tank up. I just moved him up to the corner, gives him line of sight down the road. The reason I did this is because James has something hidden. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to be a little cautious with my tank. And then I moved my corporal up and my machine gun team up. So now we're going to go ahead and start taking actions for the second part of the turn.
Awesome.
All right, so my first declaration is going to be to move this paratrooper up with him.
All right. We are going to take the corporal, or the sergeant rather, and he's going to move over here.
Okay. Third action is going to be move this paratrooper up here with him.
Okay. Yeah, then we're going to take him, the corporal actually, he's going to move over here.
All right. I am then going to move my bazooka guy up into the field, and because he will be moving through a field, he will have to minus 1d6 to his movement.
Correct. And I don't think I have line of sight with anything else, so medic is actually going to then move up here as well.
All right. Awesome.
All right, so we're back. I moved my guys around. Brett's moved his up a little
Yeah, I
bit.
move this guy and I move these guys.
Now I've only got officially 2 guys left. This is a team for my machine gun, and then I've got him left. So these are the only ones that I have left. And effectively I could pass them, or I could do what's called a wait action. If you purchase those for the amount of points that are listed in the Army list, essentially I could say I'm going to wait him on my machine gun team in hopes that, let's say, one of his guys comes into line of sight. In which case then he could open fire and obliterate somebody.
Awesome.
But I know that's not going to happen right now, so I'm just going to pass my entire turn and let him go ahead and finish up.
So my remaining actions are going to be on these 5 guys here, and they're basically just moving straight up into the field, so I'm not planning on doing any firing, and I don't think they're going to be in line of sight of any of his models, so I'm just going to go ahead and move those up, and then we're going to start turn 2.
Start turn 2. We're at the beginning of turn 2. I'm going to roll for initiative. Oh, brutal.
I once again get 10.
Oh, I got 11.
Get me by 6. Awesome.
All right, so I actually beat him by 1. So we are going to declare our first actions. My first action will be to bring on
Dun dun dun.
my Sturmgeschütz. My Stug.
He had a tank waiting in reserve.
Yes.
Awesome.
So now this is not actually part of the rules. This is something that we kind of came up to with each other, and just make it a little bit more narrative and more fun for us. So
Cool.
and hopefully for you guys. So that's my first action, is he's going to be coming up on the board. And probably doing an engage action.
Okay. Alrighty. So my action is going to be to do the same thing. I'm going to fire at him.
Uh-oh.
This will be
All right.
fun.
It's going to be fun. Awesome. Next action, we are going to move cautiously up here.
Okay. My second action, let's see. I'm going to move my machine gun team around to this corner here. Just a regular movement.
Nice.
Okay?
All right. Now, my sergeant here has an MP40. That's a very short range weapon, so I know I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm going to be in line of sight over here, so he's going to have to move cautiously up there. He's going to kind of hide.
Alrighty.
And keep hidden.
Third
So that's my
action
turn.
then is going to be moving my bazooka guy forward through the field.
Awesome. So let's roll some priority here.
Okay.
The Germans rolled abysmally.
Yeah, we got some good stuff here. So I rolled a 16 on my machine gun team, 13 on my bazooka guy. I rolled a 9 on my Sherman.
Got 9 on the sergeant, 9 on the trooper, and a whopping 6
Wow.
on my Stug. So he's not quite sure what's going on yet. He's not sure that, hey, maybe there is a battle going on here. He hasn't quite figured that out yet.
Priority here is going to be this machine gun team's going to move first. My bazooka guy's going to move first.
And then mine, because I won priority.
Yep, on the 9s. My tank will then fire at his tank, and then his tank will then fire at my tank.
Provided it's still there.
Provided it's still there. All right, so I'm going to move my team up first. I'm just moving him up to the edge here, so I know that it's less than 15 centimeters. Because basically what that's going to do is give him a nice line of fire down that side of his bunker.
Yep.
So now I have to roll a 1d6 for my bazooka guy to see how... Ouch. So he just rolled a 6, so he's only moving 9 centimeters. Which is put him right up here, just right up past that line there. Whoa.
There's a bump there. There's a 10-yard hump there.
All right, awesome. So now go ahead and move your guys, James.
All right. So again, we're moving cautiously up here, so we're only moving 10 centimeters. So he's coming up there, and the sergeant is moving up there as well.
All right. All right, so I'm going to roll to attack for my tank. Now I have 5 crew members. They all can take an action. So the first action I have to do it before I can fire without a penalty is to do a break action, so they stop the tank.
Right.
Second action is going to be to fire. I have 2 more crew member I'm going to use to reload. It takes 2 actions to reload these guns. They're huge guns. And then I have a 5th crew member that I'm not going to do anything with because there's really nothing he can do.
Right.
So normal tank attack is 3d6, just like any other shooting. There's range modifiers. However, I'm at my extreme range, so I'm not adding or minusing d6. Then they add their tactical value, which is 4 for the tank.
Yep.
Or sorry, 3 for the tank.
3 for the tank.
And then I add my ballistic value, which is 6. So I'm 3d6 plus 9.
Right. However, my armor is 7, so you're 3d6 plus 2.
Yes. So, because his armor value cancels out whatever I do.
Right.
So here we go. 3d6.
Where are we at?
So I'm at 17.
So 17.
Wow.
So I think my tank just came on and died.
I think it just, or at least
So-
got really hurt.
So what does 17 do?
All right, so we're gonna come over here. In the,
Oh, wait a minute. I have a special rule.
yes you do.
So these were our rolls. However, I'm going to make him take that 6 and re-roll it because the Stug has extra armor.
So as an upgrade to his tank, he can purchase extra armor,
Right.
which gives him the characteristic of allowing him to force me to re-roll one of my dice.
Right.
So he's gonna make me re-roll the d6.
Oh! Awesome.
So that
So now
puts
we're-
me at 12.
At 12, exactly.
Yes. All right. So in this book, this is the vehicles supplement to Operation Squad. We come to this thing called the damage table. Okay, vehicle heavy damage. So if the final result is 11, 12, or 13, then you've hit the tracks. So basically, I've destroyed or I've damaged his tracks. If I can
Right.
get another one of those, I can immobilize him, which could be awesome because then he can't move around.
Right, so what are the effects of that?
Basically, it says if it's a completely wheeled vehicle, which is not, it is immobilized. If another track is broken, then the vehicle is immobilized. So he's taken 1 damage. If I damage him again, then I can immobilize him. And then it says a crew member or transported model has also been hit.
Okay.
So what we do here, we come down to this little table. It says crew and transported men damage table. So he rolls a d6. Go ahead, James.
Get
He's
a
rolled a
5.
5. So that means the crew member or transported model is KIA. So
That's not cool.
His 5-man crew went down to 4-man.
Right.
So that's what that does.
Ouch!
Yeah, brutal.
Not cool, man.
All right, so now it's his turn to shoot me.
Bloody Americans.
Let's see how this goes.
So I got my 3d6, but I didn't engage action, so I actually moved up 20 centimeters, which puts me at the 60 centimeter range, so I get an extra d6.
So here's the question: you have to move, break, fire, and reload.
Don't have to break.
Okay.
And
awesome.
And it's an assault vehicle, so I don't suffer the minus 1d6 penalty for moving and engaging and
Nice,
shooting.
that's awesome.
So that's why I went with the Stug.
Okay, so what are your 4 crewmen? No longer 5. What are your 4 crewmen doing?
Okay, well, engage means that I have the driver driving,
Okay.
I have the main gunner gunning, and then I have 2 guys reloading.
Awesome. All right. So we're rolling 46 because you've actually moved into 60 centimeter range.
Yep.
46 plus your points, then minus my armor value. You're at 46 plus 2.
Correct. Ouch!
And he does not roll
7,
well.
8, 9, 11, so 13 total.
13 total.
So it looks like I hit his tracks as well.
Same thing, yeah. So now I have to roll 1d6 to see what happened to my crew member. So I roll a 4. So we come back over here. Okay. 3 and or 4, the crew member of the transported model is wounded.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I hurt somebody at least.
Yeah. Okay, so that completes that round. We'll go on to the next one.